their documents in order, and in those five constituencies we visited at their constituencies tallying centers, and they have done the needful. Now there's a problem here at Tarbo constituency, a state of a bit of confusion. We are not yet exactly to pick what is going on, but at Tarbo constituency tallying center, the maths here is yet to be reconciled, and the returning officer is yet to do the needful. So what has happened in the five constituencies which the returning officers have been able to do the needful? First, those are five returning officers from the five constituencies who have their maths and their papers and their ballot papers in order have been able to declare and announce the members of parliament elect. We start in Moiben constituency where Phyllis Barto of the UDA party successfully managed 40,892 votes, and she has been awarded her certificate by her returning officer at Moiben constituency. This Phyllis Barto is a new entrant in matters politics, and she has successfully edged out the sitting member of parliament, Silas Tiren, who managed 8,790 votes. Silas Tiren attempted to defend his seat on an independent ticket. We move to Ainapkoi constituency, and the returning officer there also had an opportunity to announce the member of parliament elect. His name is Samuel Chepkonga. He managed 26,479 votes against William Chepkut, who is the sitting member of parliament, who managed 13,510. Samuel Chepkonga is also from the UDA party. In Soi constituency, David Lagata is the member of parliament elect. He got 50,540 votes. A new entrant in politics is currently serving as the speaker of the county of Uasin Gishu. When it comes to Kapseret constituency, the incumbent, Oscar Sudi, is the MP elect. He managed 31,534 votes. His closest competitor was Francis Murgor, an independent candidate who managed 11,091 votes. Finally, at Kesas constituency, we have a member of parliament elect who was announced early morning. His name is Julius Ruto. He managed 32,839 votes, and the incumbent, Dr. Swarup Mishra, managed 21,404 votes. Dr. Swarup Mishra is among the big names that are seemingly going home owing to him losing to Julius Ruto of the UDA party. Importantly to note, all these members of parliament in the five constituencies that I have named belong to the UDA party, and so it is pretty much a yellow affair here in Uasin Gishu County. Now we are awaiting for Tarbo constituency tallying center to put its house in order, and after we get the results from this particular constituency, then all eyes will move to the county's main tallying center, where we expect that the county returning officer will now do her main duty, that of reconciling the maths of the persons who will be running this particular county, starting with the gubernatorial ticket, the senatorial one, and the women representative. So we are here at Tarbo constituency, and as I noted, we still went around all the polling centers before getting here. And though we have not received the provisional results yet from the constituency returning officer, we can note that the incumbent member of parliament who came in on an independent ticket, Madam Janet Citiene, she's seemingly having a good lead, and we expect that this afternoon, after Tarbo puts its house in order, she will be named the member of parliament elect. We wait for that, madam. Yes, I'm still saying this is from our own tallying across polling stations. You're doing quite well. We expect that you will be pronounced the MP elect. But before that, could you talk to us about what's happening at this particular tallying center? We have seen all the other five constituency tallying centers putting their house in order, and the maths is out there. What is not happening at Tarbo constituency tallying center?
Thank you. According to the IEBC, we are just waiting for the results, and they are just finalizing their final tallies. And we have really put pressure on them that we have really waited too long, and we want it out now. We also want to thank IEBC. Even with these few hitches, the election process has been very good. It was one of the best. It was well organized. The stations were opened on time, except for a few challenges on Kim's kits, which were rectified. We want to say generally, we are able to congratulate Chebukati team for a good job done during the election. The elections has been very peaceful. The people have been very peaceful. We have maintained peace, and that tells us that for those who have been propagating that Uasin Gishu is a hotspot should be put to shame, because we have remained peaceful. There have been a lot of peace, and we want to urge the constituents and the people of Uasin Gishu to continue doing so. As we wait for results, I know we are soon going to be announced. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the people of Turbo, because they have spoken.
Yes, ma'am. And you came in the last general election as an independent candidate. This evening we are looking forward to you being named as a Turbo Member of Parliament elect, but on a UDA ticket. We have seen the UDA wave all the way from up to the bottom. I don't use bottoms up. Someone else may interpret it differently, but all the way down. My question is, the residents of Uasin Gishu voting just from a point of getting support to the deputy president who is eyeing the seat on a UDA ticket, or the residents also just giving it a deep thought and not just ensuring that wanapiga kama suti because it is a UDA stronghold?
I just want to say that politics is local, and since politics is local, the main party in Uasin Gishu is UDA, and therefore the people are aligned to UDA because that is the party they stand for. And because we have the candidate coming from Uasin Gishu County, and since politics is local, we are aligned to our party. We support it. We support the president because he's one of our own, and the biggest picture is not because he's one of our own, because that comes in. But the biggest picture is what kind of manifesto does he sell to the people of Kenya? That is the biggest thing that people looked at. That is, he has a plan, he has an agenda for the people of Kenya, and he has cut across in his campaigns. He has run around across the country to actually ask for votes from the people of Kenya.
And finally, Madam Janet Rotich, my final question would be, the presidential tally continues at the Bomas of Kenya. People may be wondering, how is the mood in Uasin Gishu and in Eldoret?
The mood is very calm. We are optimistic, and we want to trust God, because it's about the people of Kenya speaking and about prayers. We have prayed and the people have spoken, so we are just waiting for the verdict.
Asante, that is Janet Sichtene. She is about to be named the Turbo Member of Parliament elect after this particular tallying center, which is Turbo Constituency Tallying Center, puts its math in order, and from there, granted, the other 5 constituencies have already submitted their maths and their paperwork to the county main tallying center. Then all the focus will now shift from here to there. There we expect that the county returning officer will give and proclaim the leaders who will now be manning the county, namely the governor's seat, the senatorial seat, and the women representative seat. But from the provisional results that we've been able to tally from the 5 constituencies who have already submitted their numbers, we can almost be certain that for the governor's position, the county returning officer will be naming Jonathan B. of the UDA party. Jackson Mandego will be named for the senator's position, and he's also in the UDA party and outgoing governor was in Gishu County. And for the women representative seat, the incumbent Gladys Boss Shule is seemingly taking the day. So that is what's in Gishu in a nutshell. But something that we must note, even after most of these members of parliament elect have been declared the winners and awarded the certificates, and also the members of the county assembly, all of them were keen to note in their addresses that they will not be doing any sort of celebration first, and all their focus is at the Bomas of Kenya, where there is the National Tallying Center, and they want to see how UDA's presidential flag bearer, Deputy President William Ruto, will perform. So they note, depending on how that goes, then that will inform the celebrations here at home. So from here we move to the counties. From here we move to the county's main tallying center, even as the residents of Uasin Gishu continue to follow closely what is happening at the Bomas of Kenya with regards numbers. Granted, the run of the presidential candidates is a sign of the swell from Uasin Gishu County. So from here we move to the neighboring Elgeyo Marakwet County, yet another stronghold of the UDA party, and my colleague Gabriel